Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today we've got something a little bit special for you today because I've just taken delivery of the Power Mod for the DeLorean. Now, I got this off a Facebook group, somebody was selling it. It is one of the modifications I do want to do to the DeLorean because with all the things I want to do on it, there's no way I can run it off 3 batteries. It's just going to be an impossibility. So I've got the Power Mod. I also got the wireless kit, so I can use remote control on the DeLorean, and I also got the EL wire light mod as well. Some of that which I will be doing in conjunction with the Power Mod. It will be separate videos, but basically what it is I've got to work on the sort of chassis and get things in place for the EL wire mod. So this should be very, very interesting. It's going to be a few stop and start videos as I get things done, but will look tremendous, and we can't really test it out once we've done it. But if I can get multimeter, then I can always test just to make sure it works. But I'm really excited for this, so let's get modding. Okay, so here we have the underside of the car. The first thing we need to do is we need to take the fuel tank cover off. So we're taking out the LM screws first. Now I'm being very cautious because I'm putting them all back in the boxes in the relevant tubs. And then we need to take out the 4 BM screws. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Okay, now we can reveal the fuel tank. Right, so the next thing we need to do is we actually need to take the battery box out. Now I did see a lot of people, they were actually sacrificing their cables and stuff. Now I'm not going to do that. My reason for that is I basically want to use the battery box because I'm going to do a little bit of a thing with the flux capacitor and Christmas tree that we get from Eagle Moss, because I'm having the modded versions. So I'm not actually going to sacrifice this or cut any wires because I just don't think I need to. Right, that should lift out, and we'll lift out the switch. Right, so we just need to get these screws out. Right, so I'll get that out once I get the entire thing out, but I do need to flip the car over. Oh, piece of piping to come out there, because we do need to relieve this wire that we would normally have going up to the circuit board. Just relieve that, and then if I flip it back over, we can then pull out that lead, just like that, and then that's now an empty case. Okay, so now we've got this off, I will note that you can actually, from Model Mods and from Mr. Fusion's design, you can actually get one of these without this part here. I kind of want to keep that there because it's obviously a tribute to it obviously being a battery powered. But what I've actually done is I was going to have the wire going in there, but I decided to move it up here just a little bit more. So I found the center point basically, and then found the center point there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill out. Now I'm going to use a pin vise first of all just to make a small tiny hole. And then what I'll do is you need to have an 8mm drill bit to drill through to make the hole for the wire to do. And also, while I'm at it, I'm just going to pop some glue gun just on some tabs on here, just to hold this down in place so it doesn't ever really come off again. And I don't really want to reveal much underneath there anyway, so I'll go off and do that, and I'll catch you in a sec. Right, so the hole is now drilled. It's not as centre as I wanted it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So that's now drilled, and we are now able to bring over the light, the power mod, sorry. So let's take this out of its box. Let's have a look. Okay, so got these sets of wires here. Got a switch. We've got massive cable. We've got the transformer, which has already got the British plug on, and then we've got other plugs, so this can be used all over the world. So, but what we're going to need is this bit here. I'll just put that to one side. So we need these bits here, and what we're going to do, I'm going to open them up just like that. And what we need to do is we need to thread the wires through into the power unit. So let's do that. Threading all of this through. Okay, last couple of wires. Just like that. And then this is going to just sort of sit within that hole, just there. It's a little bit fiddly, but I'm just making sure this cap is over. Okay, so that's now in place. What we need to do next is we've got this nut, and we need to thread that now down, because that's what's going to lock the power mod into place. So again, we need to thread the wires through the nut. Just like that. Bring it down. We've got some more wires we need to thread through. That's one. That's two. I think that's it. Yep, just the two wires. And then all we're simply going to do is make sure we've got this in the place that we want it. We're going to put this nut on here, and we're going to tighten it around the power outlet. So let's make sure we don't cross thread. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is just with some needle nose pliers, trying to see if I can get that flat, just going to tighten this nut as much as I can. Quite a nice fit. I suppose you could do this with a socket set if you've got a socket set. I do have a socket set, but I'm just going to do it this way. Not everybody will have a socket set lying around. And that's quite firmly in place. Might just see if I can just get a little bit more of a turn on it, but it is in an awkward place to do so. I really want this as tight as possible. So nothing moves. don't think that's going to go anywhere, but let's just see if we can get a couple of more turns while we can. Right, I think that's in place. Looking very nice. A bit hard to see, black on black. Then we just lift that off and then we can put the socket in. Okay, next what I need to do is I need to bring over the car. Okay, so now we have the chassis of the car over. The last thing we need to do is we've got a notch down here that the original power cable went through. We just need to feed these wires through there. I know it's a bit of a pain, a lot of feeding of wires, but this will really make the car a lot better. If you're like me, who I plan to have it going off in the background of my recordings and stuff like that, then this is definitely the option to go. Just having a few difficulties getting them in. I'm sure they will go in. Just trying to catch them at the other end so I can pull it clear for the next one. It doesn't help that this switch housing's in the way. Oh man. I seem to get one in, but I don't get the second one in for some reason. Right, let's try a pair of tweezers. That's me knocking over a can. Luckily there was nothing in it, so let me go for my old favourite pair, which has got like a flat nib. So yeah, if you're planning to do a diorama or anything like that to show off this fantastic model, then the Power Mod is definitely the way to go. Right, I've got a second through. Probably just going to get harder and harder, but we'll get there. I haven't let it beat me yet. That's the third one. Much easier with tweezers. And we've got quite a long wire we can sort of thread through. And then we've got these two here. These actually go to the behind the dashboard, which is going to be very handy for me actually, because I plan to do a couple of light mods at the front of the car. I'm just trying to learn more about electrics and how they work and stuff, and doing this DeLorean is really going to teach me on the subject of it. And that's another reason, apart from the fact that I absolutely love the vehicle, is one of the reasons why I decided to do it. And I've just got troublesome one last wire. Was troublesome, I don't think it is anymore. Nope, I do believe that's all the wires through. And then we're going to put this back on, just like so, and then we just screw it back down. So we had 4 GM screws here, so we'll put them back in. That's the second. Third. I think actually these are BM screws, not GM screws. Yes, they are BM screws, my bad. Okay, that's the 4th one in, and then we've just got the 2 LM screws just up here to do. and we will have finished this mod, would you believe? More or less. That's one in. Just one more step to go. What I will do while this is upside down, I will show you, we've got the lead here, it's on an angle, so all we have to do is plug that in. Nice snug fit, Model Mods, and that just plugs in just like that, and we can take it out again. Wow, that is a snug fit. So that's the power lead. So put that cap back on. I'm going to twist the car over now. And as you can see, we've got some wires here. We've got some wires here for the front, and then I'm just going to tidy these wires up by just put them in the grooves that the old power wire was in. These tab things that I need to sort out. Like I said though, I am going to use the old battery box to power up the flux capacitor we get from Eagle Moss, because I am going to do a little thing with that one. Might as well make use of it. Okay, so we're coming to the last one now. Let's move the car down. Quite excited about this actually. Just a case of doing that. Oh, it moved. We were all set and then it moved. Okay, and it moved again. This one really likes to move on its own. Right, there we go. And that's it. And that's it all wired. We've got some more wires coming off here. Notice we've got some extra wires as well, so that's fantastic. And that is the power mod done. Now I've made sure I've given myself quite a bit of slack on this, because another mod that I'm going to be doing does need this to be quite slack. But that is it for the power mod from Model Mods, and I'm really impressed with that. We've got a nice long cable so it can reach a plug socket. We've got extra power units here for other bits and pieces that we can use, and it's just a general fantastic little upgrade for the DeLorean. So yeah, the mod is complete. Well, that's it for the power mod. That is an absolutely fantastic mod, and I would recommend that mod to absolutely anybody who comes along. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the website just at the bottom here for Model Mods if you want to get this mod yourself. There also is there's a power mod for the Ecto 1 as well, so that may be something worth looking at. It's not something I'm going to do because I've said right from the beginning of the Ecto that I'm leaving mine stock, basically, which means no modifications, no nothing. The only thing I have done is I've changed the screws on the vents on the hood. That's the only mod I've done, because they were god awful screws, I've got to admit. But my Ecto 1 is going to be stock, so it's going to have none of the gubbins that's out there. Maybe I'll regret it down at a later date, but you see, most of the mods are for the inside of the car, and how much did we see of that in the movie of Ghostbusters? We never really saw much of the inside of the car. We saw them bring the stretcher out with the proton packs, but nah. So that's my choice and I'm living by it, plus the fact it's also a cost as well. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of all future videos. But as for always guys, stay safe and bye for now. Please check out Model Mod's website at modelmods.com, where you will find an amazing array of mods for your models, where we have DeLorean, Ferrari F40, and we have the Terminator, and many, many more. If you click on your mods that you want for your model, there you can see some absolutely fantastic mods to go along with your build. So check out modelmods.com and start modding.